Hello children, today I am going to start chapter 5 Should Wizard Hit Mommy from your Vistas English book. Before starting the chapter, let's now get the introduction about the writer. The story is written by John Updike, whose full name was John Hoyer Updike. He was born on 18th March 1932 and he died on 27 January 2009. He was the famous American novelist, poet, short story writer, art critic. It was notable that his fiction had explored the tension of American middle class and sexuality and religion for the first time in the American history. He had published more than 20 novels, more than a dozen short story collections, as well as poetry, art and literary criticism, and children's books as well. He was one of the only 3 fortunate writers who won the Pulitzer Prize for fiction for more than once. Besides this, he was conferred with many more notable prizes and awards, which include National Book Award, which he won twice, first in the year 1964, then 1982, then 1989's National Medal Award, then in the year 2003 National Humanity Medal, then RIA Award, and finally he was given the most honorable American award, that is Jefferson's Lecture Award. So that was conferred to him in the year 2008. Here in the story, you are going to meet a father with the name Jack who has 2 children. His oldest child is Joanne, that is 4-year-old girl, and a boy, that is Bobby, who is just 2-year-old boy. You will find in the story the father, he would try to instill the moral values in the girl through his bedtime story. But every story of his has a slight variation of the same. John, being very young child, she fails to understand the true worth of his stories. However, Jack tries hard to convince her that one should not change one's identity or personality just to impress the people and be accepted by the society. Let's start the chapter. In the evenings and for Saturday naps, like today's, Jack told his daughter Jo a story out of his head. This custom began when she was 2, was itself now nearly 2-year-old, and his head felt empty. The story starts with information how Jack, the father in the story, has the habit of telling the bedtime stories to his daughter Jo. So it is said he has the habit to tell the stories during every evening and especially on Saturday afternoon naps to the girl. Naps means the short sleep which is taken during the daytime. He started this practice of telling the story when the girl was just 2-year-old, and now she has grown up to be 4-year-old. Each new story was a slight variation of a basic tale. A small creature, usually named Roger, Roger fish, Roger squirrel, Roger chipmunk, had some problem and went with it to the wise old owl. As a father is not so creative and unable to invent new ideas regularly, so most of his stories that he used to tell Jo, it revolves around the same plot concerning the same animal, the hero with the name Roger. Sometimes he makes this character to be a fish, sometimes squirrel, sometimes chipmunk, or sometimes some other animal. Always presented with the same name, Roger, in all the stories of the father. In every story of the father, Roger used to get into some problem and has to consult the most intelligent bird, that is owl, for solving his problem. The owl told him to go to the wizard, and the wizard performed a magic spell that solved the problem, demanding in payment a number of pennies greater than the number that Roger creature had. But in the same breath, directing the animal to a place where the extra pennies could be found. Then the wise bird gives direction to Roger to meet the wizard in this concern. Wizard means a witch or a man with the magical powers. The wizard, he solves the problem of Roger with the help of his magic spell. Magic spell, that is a form of words used as a magical charm. But in exchange, he demands for the money greater than the number the Roger creature had. But in every story, Wizard, being the kind-hearted one, used to give advice to Roger from where to fetch the rest of the money, and Roger usually do the same. Then after making the payment to the wizard, Roger used to go back very happily to play with all the other animals, and then he returned back home just in time to wait for his father at the dinner, who used to return from the Boston city by the train. Jack described his supper, and the story was over. Working his way through the scheme was especially fatiguing on Saturday because Joe never fell asleep in naps anymore, and knowing this made the ride seem futile. Supper means the light evening meal. Futile means pointless, useless. Fatiguing means tiring, exhausting. Hence, the story has always the happy ending with detail of the variety of food served as an evening meal. But this custom of telling now story to the girl, it was now getting very exhausting for the father. He was getting tired of this routine because he was now running out of the ideas for telling the stories to the girl, as the girl did not sleep easily to listen to the stories anymore now. He was feeling that this practice was just a waste of time, and there was now no point to tell her stories. The little girl, not so little anymore. The bumps her feet made on the covers were halfway down the bed. Bumped means the raised body parts. Now the father, Jack, noticed that Joe was now started growing, and her legs were stretching and going halfway down the bed. But now their big double bed that they let her be in for naps, and when she was sick had at last arranged herself. Now this moment, the big double bed, which was used for the afternoon naps of the girl and for the moment when she was sick, it was now arranged by herself to hear the bedtime story from the father. It didn't seem fantastic that some magic would occur and she would take a nap like an infant of 2. Due to the presence of sunlight, the father was thinking his story was not going to create any magical effect and not going to make the girl sleep, just like the child of 2 years of age. Her brother Bobby was 2 and already asleep with his bottle. Her brother, who was 2 years old, he had already slept with his bottle in his mouth. But Jack knew the girl won't be sleeping soon due to the presence of the sunlight there. Jack asked, "Who shall the story be about today?" Jack inquired from the girl about whom the girl wanted to listen the story that day. Rosa. Joe squeezed her eyes shut and smiled to be thinking. She was thinking. Squeeze means to compress the eyes. Now the girl knew it very well. The father was going to use the same character Rosa in the story. So she started thinking and squeezed her eyes and then made the pose of thinking and thinking. Her eyes opened. Her mother's blue. "Skunk," she said firmly. Skunk is a small cat-sized American mammal. Now the girl, when opened her blue eyes, she shouted and demanded strongly. She wanted to listen the story of the character Skunk. Her father noticed that the girl's eyes resembled with her mother. A new animal. They must talk about skunks at nursery school. Father understood the girl has learned this new animal name at a nursery school. They might be talking about skunks in the school. Having a fresh hero momentarily stirred Jack to creative enthusiasm. Momentarily means instantly. Enthusiasm means excitement. Now, to get the fresh hero name for a story, it stirred the imagination and creativity of the father. Alright, he said. Once upon a time, in the deep dark woods, there was a tiny little creature by the name of Rosa Skunk, and he smelled very bad. Yes, Joe said. Now Joe became very excited as the father was using the name of the character suggested by herself. He agreed and started narrating the story. He said that there was a small creature with the name of Rosa Skunk. He lived in the dark, deep forest. But there was one tragedy with the animal. He smelled very bad. Yes, Joe said. He smelled so bad that none of the other little woodland creatures would play with him. Joe looked at him solemnly. She had not foreseen this. Solemnly means with deep sincerity. Foreseen, that means to be aware of something beforehand. He said that Rosa smelled so bad that no other animal would like to play with him in the forest. As Joe had never foreseen such things in her life, so she started listening to the father with deep sincerity. Whenever he would go out to play, Jack continued with just remembering certain humiliation of his own childhood. Just means great enthusiasm or energy. Humiliation means loss of respect and insults. Right now, telling the story of Rosa Skunk, Jack started recollecting about his certain insults that he had to undergo during his childhood due to the poverty of his family then. Oh, here comes Rosa Stinky Skunk, and they would run away. Stinky means having a strong, unpleasant, or bad smell. Father continued, whenever he went to play in the company of the other all small animals, they used to make remarks like, there comes Rosa Stinky Skunk. And after hurting him with such remarks, they used to run away. And Rosa Skunk would stand there all alone, and two little round tears would fall from his eyes. And then he left alone there. And then the tears rolled down from his eyes with this insult. The corners of Joe's mouth drooped down and her lower lip bent forward as he traced with a forefinger along the side of her nose the course of one of the Rosa Skunk's tears. Droop, that means to bend. The father noticed the girl had become very concerned about this character skunk. He observed the corners of Joe's mouth had drooped down and her lower lip had bent forward. She was so much touched with the miseries of the skunk that the tears were rolling down from the eyes of this girl too. Won't he see the owl? She asked in a high and faintly roughened voice. Faint means dim or cheerless. Sitting on the bed beside her, Jack felt the covers tug as her legs switched tensely. Tug means to pull. Switch means to change the position. Tensely means nervously. Sitting beside the girl, Jack felt suddenly the girl was pulling the bed covers as her legs were changing the position in nervousness. She was not happy to see the miseries of this skunk who has no playmate. He was pleased with this moment. He was telling her something true, something she must know, and had no wish to hurry. Now, father was quite pleased to see the unexpected reaction from the girl. He wanted the girl should know the realities, the real truth of the life. So he was in no hurry to complete the story. But downstairs a chair scraped, and he realized he must get down to help Claire paint the living room. Woodwork scrape means to drag or pull something hard. Right now, Jack heard the sound of scraping of the chair downstairs, and he realized he must go down to help his wife Claire for painting the living room as the lady was pregnant. But the girl was not yet slept, so he had to continue the story. While he walked along very sadly and came to a very big tree, and in the tip top of the tree was an enormous wise old owl. Tip top, that means right on the top of the tree. Enormous means very big sized. Then father continued. He said Skunk was very sad, so he walked along and then reached near a very big tree, and there he found the big size, that intelligent old owl who was sitting there on the highest top of the tree. Good, Mr. Owl, Rosa Skunk said. All the other little animals run away from me because I smell so bad. So you do, the owl said. Very, very bad. What can I do? Rosa Skunk said. He cried very hard. Girl became very happy to get this move in the story. Mr. Owl, Rosa Skunk said, all the other little animals run away from me because I smell so bad. So you do, the owl said. Very, very bad. What can I do? Rosa Skunk said, and he cried very hard. The skunk shared his problem with the wise old owl, that all the little animals, they ran away at his sight because of his bad smell. Also agreed that really he smelled terrible, very bad, but he asked what he could do for his help. The wizard, just shouted and sat right up, and the little golden book spilled from the bed. Spilled means to come out quickly. Here it means fall down. Once again the girl became excited and shouted enthusiastically. Why, the wise bird is not suggesting him to visit the wizard, as she knew that happened in all the stories of her father. But in this excitement, the golden book of the story, it fell down from the bed. Now, Joe, Dad is telling the story. Do you want to tell Daddy the story? No, you me. Then lie down and be sleepy. Her head relapsed onto the pillow, and she said, out of your head. To see the reaction of the girl, Jack got irritated and scolded her by saying if she wanted to tell the story by herself. To see her excitement, the father got a bit irritated and scolded the girl. And then he asked who was telling the story, whether he or the girl to herself. The girl agreed that he was telling the story. Then the father scolded her and said that so she should now lie down and get a sleep. At this now instruction, the girl relapsed onto the pillow. Relapsed means to go back. This order, the girl had to relapse her head onto the pillow. Relapse means to put back her head. And then she said, Father, the story was coming out of your head. You are not telling yourself. Well, the owl thought and thought. At last he said, why don't you go see the wizard? When the girl lay peacefully on the bed, the father continued the story by saying that Rosa Skunk then went to meet the wizard. Daddy, what? Are magic spells real? This was a new phase, just this last month, a reality phase. Once again the girl interrupted the father. This time she shot the question and looked at the father. She asked whether the magic spells are real. The father has noticed this inquisitive behavior of the girl since last month. So this was the reality phase in the girl. When he told her spider eat bugs, she turned to her mother and asked, do they really? And when Claire told her God was in the sky and all around them, she turned to her father and insisted with a sly yet eager smile, is he really? Sly means cunning. The father remembered this change has appeared in the girl since last month when he was telling the story about the spiders eating the bugs. Then, to confirm this, she has turned to the mother that if they really eat the bugs. To this, the mother replied that as the God was in the sky, so everything was possible all around them. Then once again she had moved to the father and repeated the same question, but this time with the cunning smile. That is, really got there? From her talks, Jack understood that the girl no longer believed her parents now blindly and was curious to know about everything, which is logical. They are real in stories, Jack answered. Curtly, she had made him miss a beat in the narrative. Curtly means abruptly or rudely. Narrative means story. Now the father didn't like the questioning by the girl. Again, it had missed him to continue his story. However, he replied that all the magic spells they were real in the stories. Now the father continued the story by saying, Rosa Skunk reached the wizard's house. The owl said, Go through the dark woods, under the apple trees, into the swamp, over the creek. Swamp means marsh or bog. Creek means small river. That again continued the story. He said the owl suggested him that he should go through the dark wood and went under the apple tree and then crossing through the swamp and the creek. He would reach the house of the wizard. What's a creek? As a creek was new word for the vocabulary of the small girl, she inquired about the meaning of this word creek. The father replied, It means a small river.